Holy shit, Beth.
Holy shit.
Well,
Because you are a death doula.
yeah, you know, I had a friend that I worked with. I was a bartender for 3 or 4 years in New York City in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
And I worked with this woman who was a bartender there, and she was probably in her early 20s. So she was young enough to be my daughter in a way, and not in a way, she was young enough to be my daughter. So, but we were friends, we worked together, and she came down with this really aggressive cancer that literally took her life in 3 months.
Oh, no.
And she was like 24 or something like that. And so we worked together for, 25. We worked together for a few years. At that time, I had become attuned to Reiki, and I was really interested in energy work and Reiki. Her grandmother had done Reiki, and when she was a kid, would give her Reiki. So she reached out to me. She had sort of disappeared, and she reached out to me, and she was like, told me what was going on, and said, she really was wondering if I could come in and give her some Reiki because she's really sick with cancer.
Wow.
And I think I was like Reiki 2 at that point or something. And of course, without hesitation, like I wanted to help her. When I got to the hospital, I found out she was a lot farther along than I knew, and she was really at the end.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely heartbreaking. But I found that when I got there, something in me, like the strength in me, came out that I didn't know I had. And I walked in, and it was sort of like I put my emotions aside, and I just wanted to be strong for her. I got there, and I was sort of debriefed by her aunt, like where she was at, and that she had lost all this weight, and I might not even barely recognize her. And so I walked in, and I was sort of, almost like outside of myself. I was like observing like the way I was interacting, and and I was there for her. And so I gave her Reiki, and it was sort of this really powerful experience, and life-changing experience. And I knew, oh my gosh, this is like, I need to do this more.